About 2 years ago, I bought this cottage with a plan to make it into my dream place from where I can do all the things that I love. But life is living and learning. With every experience, we get to know ourselves a bit more and we change. So these 2 years been nothing else but yet another mental journey which have taken me closer to my true self. And because I've changed, my plans and priorities also have changed. And this place no longer is a project, but just a place where I happen to have a home at this time of my life. Will it still be my home a year from now? 5 years from now? I can't answer you that. I don't do this where you see yourself in 5 years' time thing. I've been trying hard to teach myself to live in the moment. And so for me, trying to answer questions where I see myself after a certain time sounds a bit pointless. Because we can never know what's around the corner. All I need to know is what's in front of me. And currently, it's all about winter, which is approaching fast. And so I need to decide if to stay winter here or go back to Spain. The reason for needing to make this decision as soon as possible is because here in Latvia, winters involve having snow, and so one must put winter tires on their vehicle, which then would make the whole thing a bit stressful for me, because if I put winter tires on the van, I would then need to carry a whole set of summer tires with me if I decide to go to Spain, which wouldn't be ideal, firstly because of extra weight, also taking up so much of our living space, because we live in the van, as well as they really stink, which makes sleeping in a van very unpleasant. Hence, I need to decide either to leave before it starts snowing or spend the winter here, which can get pretty overwhelming, I tell you, because of lack of sunlight, frost, and everything being covered under thick snow. So there's like limited possibilities what you can see and what you can do. You know, for someone who has lived in England for that many years, over 10 years, yeah, and for someone who has also lived in beautiful sunny Spain for that long, 5 years on and off, 5 years, yeah, coming back to northern country. Summers are gorgeous, don't misunderstand me, guys. Summers are beautiful, but even the thought about gloomy winter, mud, fog, no sun. Yeah, so even thought of all that makes me feel anxious. And although I'm doing my very best and coping all right, my preference is to spend winters in warm countries like Spain. And whenever possible, I would do that. But sometimes I find myself stuck in limbo, facing dilemma, not being able to decide if to go down south or stay closer to family, being able to do things together like meeting up, going on little trips, celebrate Christmas, things like that. So it could be again one of those winters when I'm staying, but for that I need to mentally prepare myself to make sure that I don't forget that. I need to make most of every single day and feel like my life is not wasted, that I'm still doing my thing. And what is my thing? Well, clearly, art. Art is my thing, guys. I just can't do without art, without making things, without creating things. I just can't. I can't do it. I'm helpless. I am helpless. Otherwise, life is very boring. You know, for some people, if there are not many friends around, life is boring. For me, that is not priority. For me, I can be on my own for days, for weeks, for months. of course, go and see people, now and then. But, as long as I have my things from which I can create new things, I'm on a horse, baby. Yeehaw! And so, after how many years making art, I have finally accepted that I am an artist and making things and doing mad stuff is in my DNA. This creative force flows through my veins with every breath I take, and it needs to be able to express itself freely. So from now on, for any upcoming plans, I just need to take this into account. I need to be able to live this artistic life day in, day out. I need to be able to make art from wherever I am, and because one permanent place for me currently is not certain as I go from one place to other, the van life is the only decent answer for now. Also, as an artist, I need my art supplies. As an entertainer, I need my props and clothes. As a content creator, I need my gear and devices. Fitting this all in a suitcase and travel by plane will never be an option. Plus, I have a dog, and he needs to be with me wherever I go. I guess I already know where to put my focus. Yes, I need to focus on my van, making it into even better and more functional space for it to continue to be my awesome little home on wheels. In the same time, it also needs to be my workshop, office, and art studio. Gosh, where do we start? But I wasn't going to give up on my current van. It's been a great home up until now, especially being a high top van. It gives us plenty space to move around and do things. So the first thing I wanted to do is to rip out all what I didn't like and start on a new build, kicking off with making a side unit over there to accommodate two of these plastic shelves which I want to keep. And so I will be reusing these ones which I had here before, here. And then here we need to fit two shelves, right? Two shelves. Two of these with the drawers where I can store my things. And so this one, presume, will come down here. We got one shelf up to here. Oh my god, it's so gorgeous. See, I just found this box and bag. I have saved all the little bits and screws from the caravan renovation. Look, and I can reuse them all again. That's amazing. So now it was time to make the sides. One side and the other. Again, recycling what I have, of course. So the both sides are in, and I absolutely love it. Look how gorgeous it looks, especially with the spread black ribs with these gray drawers. And you would think that I need a door or something to prevent these drawers opening when I'm driving, but no, I've been driving with these units like that, just like that, and no problem, they're not opening. But for the extra security in future, two bungee ropes, and that will do the job. That will keep these units in place, definitely. but they just look lovely. Why would you cover that? They just look lovely. And I like how lightweight all my design is. Yeah, the bed will be heavier. Needs to be strong and heavy this time, and I will explain you why. And then just imagine all the artwork I can then do more art up to here, you know. And the weather was on our side too, allowing us to get on with things. And for this time of the year, it was just faultless. But I didn't have time for sunbathing, no. I had to start building the bed, which will go at the back of the van, over there. Reusing a lot of screws and things and from the caravan. Oh, like these OSB boards and the plywood and the poles, just reusing from my previous design. So nothing gets wasted, which makes me happy. And so instead of like the ones I would normally use, I just opted for these fat ones. They're so strong. Yeah, firstly I wanted to use these ones, which were from my previous design from the shelf, I think what was there. But this wood is so hard. It's really hard. It's really not nice. But also because it's thin. It's quite thin comparing to this one. Look. Comparing to this one. Fat piece. Then it wouldn't be as strong. Then I would definitely need one leg there, one definitely in the middle, and one of course on this side, right? Which would not be ideal. And because these are strong ones, I only need two on each side. This one's gonna go there. Why I opted to go for bed there? Because it gives me more space to do things. Like for example, here where used to be this long bed, yeah, it just took up the whole van, really. It was so overwhelming. Like you come in the van and the first thing you bloody see is the bloody bed. If I was using the back door all the time, it would be a different case, but I'm not using the back door now. I'm using the side door. Therefore side door will be the one where we come in, and I don't want to see the first thing bed in my face. And so the bed will be there, and it's gonna be that low, because I also am thinking about possibility to put a double bed in if there is a need for that. So for example, now I've got this big single here, right? But then if I want to put a double bed in, a double mattress, I just, turn the whole thing like this way. And so this way up to here, which is enough. It's 2 meters. So you can fit here a proper double size mattress in. And all you would need to do is basically put something on this side to support the mattress from this side. Otherwise, the structure will be already here with this sideboard going on, but also with my single bed at the back, okay? And so yeah, thinking about practicality, because it was great when I had this bed up here, it was great. But then, I mean, again, it's just bed in your face. Like the main focal point is that bed. I think this will be the heaviest structure what I've ever made for this van. Otherwise, normally it would be just everything very lightweight, which I like. But then the bed, especially if there is no this middle leg in between, which I don't want. I just want my storage space to be as open as possible. and so I don't want anything in the middle because that will affect my storage space. So for example, say I would need to fit in 2 plastic boxes, storage containers with my stuff in. You know, depends of the size of the containers. Maybe 2 won't fit because this leg will be in the way. But then if I put this leg a little bit this way, then how the hell I'm gonna put in the spare wheel and take it out? So I need this hole underneath the bed to serve as a storage space, and so that also needs to hold my spare wheel. I've just been moving it around all the time. I just pain in the neck, man. So it needs a proper space to be out of way. The wheel needs to fit underneath perfectly. This. Yeah, like this. Wheel needs to fit underneath the bed. That side. And then as the wheel is there, I still got some space on the top of the wheel to put some items in which I don't use as much. And then the rest of the space under the bed would be enough for the storage boxes like that, for example. Yeah, and that's enough storage. Going back now. Oh, this wheel is pain in the neck. I've been rolling it up and down the van from one side to other all the time. It's been a pain in the neck, but it's a gorgeous little thing, isn't it? And so yeah, under the bed it will be just perfect. Then the structure needs to be very strong. And how do you get strong structure? By having strong material. And I know one of my neighbors, they have strong planks like this, and yeah, they can give it to me, they said, and that will be absolutely great, proper, strong. There will be no need for this middle leg, you know, which is absolutely amazing. It is a little bit messy here, guys, because I'm borrowing my friend's Jeep. I have left them my van, and so they're using this van for their needs currently, but also they're helping me with you know, building the new design. It's so smooth, very smooth. And yeah, so I guess this unit will now be my favorite instead of that one. It used to be this one, but this one is like on the next level. Everything is nicely sanded, and also like looking at all these materials, like everything is recycled from what I previously had here in the van. Yeah, amazing. Anyways, guys, I think for this time this will be it.